What's up, guys? Brandon with Strict Vision Athletics. So today we're going to be talking about one of my favorite pieces of equipment. This is a Tsunami Barbell. This is a Tsunami Barbell level 3. So this is the bar that I use for a lot of my really tough stability exercises. That's going to be squats, bench press, anything where the weight is typically, I anchor it. So the weight will be wrapped around with a band to an anchor, and it will dangle along the sides. My goal with using this bar is to fight off instability. I'm not so much doing the explosive reps. That's more for the speed bar. For the level 3, what I like to do is very slow, concentrated movements. Now, the bar itself will have flex, and it will move. As it moves, my job is to stop it from creating that big wave. I'm trying to go slow. That's what I use the level 3 for. Of course, everybody would use the products differently. I know there's a lot of coaches that have these, but that's what I primarily use my level 3 for. So let's talk about it. This is a great opportunity to give Tsunami a shout out. They've been a longtime sponsor of ours. They're an amazing company. I first discovered them a few years back when actually quite a few years back when I first started going. They were one of our earliest affiliate sponsors. This company makes PVC pipe barbells and cable attachments. That's what they do. This is their toughest and strongest bar. That means that first and foremost, when we discuss the categories, as you guys know, we do price, quality, usage, footprint, and customer service. That's what we do for all of our product reviews, starting with price, because this is the strongest, the most dense, most likely require the most amount of material to make. This is their most expensive barbell. At least it is one of their most expensive straight bars like this. It is $650 plus shipping. That is the cost of this barbell. That right off the bat is going to let you know that A, this is something that they are expecting quality, and B, it is something that you are going to have to invest in. This is not a cheap purchase. This is not a cheap barbell. I would think long and hard before I spend $650 on just about anything. This is worth it. If you guys are in the business, if you are somebody who's an elite coach, and I say elite because using this requires a vast knowledge on tempo training. You have to have an understanding on that. This is not a beginner barbell. This is not a barbell for somebody who does not understand basic biomechanics on how to squat, how to move. This ain't for you. Now, it can be for you, and they are very good at educating over at Tsunami. They've got a pretty good YouTube channel. They've got some stuff that you can look into, a lot of coaches out there that will help you understand this. But you need to know that if you drop $650, at least I would want to know what I was getting myself into and what exactly I was going to do with this bar. So hopefully this will help you out with that. $650, I'm going to give this a 6.5 for that. It is a lot of money. It's a lot of money for a specialty bar, and for a lot of people, it just wouldn't be justifiable at that price. For high-level trainers, for coaches, for people who have an enthusiastic view of fitness and want to have an understanding of this, I would certainly dive in and go for it. We kind of started at the top of the pyramid. As I mentioned, this is one of their most expensive products. And it does show. $650 is an investment. But like I said, it's an amazing bar, and that gets us to the second category, which is quality. So quality, I'm going to give this a 9.2. This bar has been with me now for about 6 years, and it has not shifted. It has not broke. It has not. That was my concern when I first got into this company. I saw what they were doing. I noticed that this was new to the market, and anytime anything is new to the market, you always want to take that with a grain of salt in that it might not have been tested for the years of durability that now Tsunami has under their belts. This is an amazing product, and it has lasted a very long time with me here in my facility. I don't have any complaints on its performance. The one thing I will say on the topic of performance with the bar, when it comes time to load, now whether you're using the anchors or whether you're just sliding the plates straight on, it is difficult to load this bar because this bar doesn't weigh 45 pounds. This bar weighs, I don't know what it weighs, but it's extremely light because, as I mentioned, it's not made out of steel. It's made out of a PVC material. So when you load it, you're going to have to be conscious of how much weight you put on either side. If you put too much weight on one side ahead of the other, it will flip over and capsize. So make sure you're aware of that once you start using it. But the quality is nonetheless an incredible barbell. I give it a 9.2. That's a very high score. Well done, Tsunami. You're getting what you pay for when you do purchase this. Next, we got usage. So as I mentioned, this is a specialty bar. This is something that will have a very unique place in strength training periodization if you are somebody who understands it. If you understand what the tempo training is, if you understand how this works, this is not a user-friendly barbell. This is not a barbell that anybody who has not lifted before will be able to just get and properly implement. It's going to take time. It's going to take training. I will do my best to give out as much information on this as I can. If you guys have direct questions on this, or if you are considering getting it on the topic of education, you can always reach out to me and I will answer any questions. But you need to know that this is not your beginner barbell. So that being said, the usage, 7.9. 7.9 is reflective of the fact that it's not for everybody, but for those who understand it, it's the best at what it does. It really does find its own little niche here in the market. Strength training would not be the same here at Strict Vision Athletics without Tsunami Barbell. So 7.9. Next we have footprint. Now, it's tough to answer the question on footprint with barbells because barbells are not a very, they're a large item just by nature. But if you have a gym and you're somebody who is planning out footprint, you're planning on these being here. A barbell is kind of a quintessential cornerstone piece in anyone's gym. So when taking that into consideration, you always want to consider how to store them. You need to put them on the wall. You need to put them in a ground mount like what I have from Elite FTS. But you've got to figure out a way to store these. Otherwise, they're going to clutter. You're not going to be able to lean them all up against a corner. They're going to go through your drywall. It's just tough. So I think 7.5 is fair. For the footprint, 7.5. It's a large item, but it is light. It is a lighter barbell, but a barbell nonetheless. It's not a small, compact item. You're not really going to drag this with you to the gym. You're not going to haul it around to the park. It's not the most compatible and not the most compact gym piece of equipment. So 7.5. Customer service. Tsunami Barbell does a very good job with customer service. They go out of their way to make sure that their education is available to the public. And that's not an accident because they do understand that what they are selling is a very niche market item. It's not something that people will just be able to pick up and understand what it is. Like a lot of advanced equipment today, you're going to have some education. Yes, Tsunami Barbell is a very, very good company at educating the public, making sure they understand what it is they're getting into and the difference because, like I said, they've got dozens and dozens of different products, all different levels of barbells. They've got cable attachments. They've got golf swing simulators. They've got all sorts of very cool functional pieces of equipment, none of which the normal person out there who isn't involved in this would have any idea how to use. So you need to have that piece taken care of. 8.1. That's what I'll give the customer service over there at Tsunami. Well done, Tsunami. You guys have done a good job. You got a great product, and you've done a very good job with customer service. So for the total on that, we're going to be at a 7.84. 7.84 for the Tsunami Bar Level 3 Barbell. Well done. I love it. If you guys like this video, if you have any questions, if you disagree with something that I said, or you think I did a score wrong, please don't hesitate to let us know. Send us a message. Thank you for following. Have an amazing day.